All right, here we go. Carver and Lisi here with you. College football picks, week number 4. A little earlier this week. We're getting to the end of September, establishing who's good and who's not here as we continue to move along. You talk about smoking hot. I mean, Joe, on fire here to start the beginning of the season. Mike Carver here with you, along with the encyclopedia of college football, the one, the only. There he is. Go for the 2, Joe Lisi. Hi, Joe.
What's up, Carver? You look like you're in the Bat Cave tonight, huh? You're doing a little recording after dark. It's been a week. I missed you. College and pro picks on the horizon.
Had a lot going on. Been very busy.
You're bigger than me now. You're bigger than me.
And now I don't know about that. That's
this show, that show. I mean,
I don't know about that. I mean, one show, good Wednesdays that we had earlier today with Doug Kazarian on Bet Rivers, but other than that, Joe, I mean, you're a lot busier than me. We got the show with Donnie and Tom on Monday and Thursday nights. We have that going on too. But we're moving along, Joe. Him. We're moving along. How are you, Joe? You doing okay? I'll tell you. We're gonna get to it in a little bit. You had some weekend last week.
There you go.
And pro.
Not right by you.
You had some weekend on
right by you.
Fire.
Salazar.
Eddie
honestly, Salazar.
Look, I mean, this is it's too much here. Look at this.
Wow.
613 win percentage.
Sharp.
Another. Well, you were 4-3 with our picks last week, but that doesn't tell the whole story. With some of the parlays Joe had over the weekend. This one, that one, boom, 4 digits, 5 digits, five figures. I mean, just all of it just rolling in for Joe last week in college football and in the pros. Great job by you, Joe. Unbelievable weekend. Nice job.
Well, we're seeing the board fairly clearly. I will say it's a little bit of a lull. There's still some great games, I believe, on the slate. Do I love it as much as last week? No. But I'm gonna be. I mean, the 7 o'clock slate is good. 12 o'clock slate isn't as good as it was last week. But I credit college football for putting that Georgia Tennessee game at 3:30. That's a good job by ABC. Great job by them.
That is a good job.
Very good job by them.
You last week, of course, and listen, all trends, Joe, they do sometimes. Trends do sometimes go down. And I know last week you were very big, and I bought in too. I was all in on it with Georgia and the 8 straight, average margin of victory 20+ in Knoxville.
At least they won.
They won the game.
Say that for Clemson or South Carolina that had similar trends.
So proud of Georgia Tech last week, Joe. Proud of Key and the Yellow Jackets. What a win.
I tell you what, are we, is this Dabo stick a fork in him? You think he's toast?
I don't know about that. Toast.
Could be
what
Florida
do you mean? I mean,
2025.
I got to fire him. I mean, that's
Jamie Carroll wrong. What's wrong? I don't know.
Boom! Comes right in with the mallet on you, Joe. Boom!
What's up, Salazar? Hey, Eddie. Of
course. Also, Joe, let me be the first to tell you how gutless. I mean, could we get the defense working in South Bend again? What happened to the Irish, Joe?
Carver,
Can you believe that they let Texas A&M completely rip them to pieces on their own field?
Yes. The defense is not good. And I've been telling everybody this. I told Donnie. I told anybody that'll listen. I'm not like McElroy, and I'm not gonna kiss South Bend's ass. All right. When you're good, I back you. When you suck, I don't back you. And I don't care that they lost a total of 2 games by 4 points. They got shredded like Swiss cheese by Miami and shredded by Marcel Reed and Texas A&M. This team was built on defense. They're not playing defense. They suck, and I'm not backing them. And even if they rip off 10 wins, which they're not going to do because that game in Fayetteville could be a little bit of a hornet's nest with Taylon Green, they're not going to the college football playoff. There's no shot. No shot. McElroy, why do you think that? Why do you think? Well, Greg, I don't know. Let's see. They got sliced and diced by Texas A&M. They got a 40
They're
spot.
finished.
They're done.
They're finished. They could run the table and they would not get in. They would need so much to happen. Here's why, Joe. You go and look. These were their two of their best games on the schedule.
Right.
Two of their higher profile games. You had one of them at home, and both games you gave up tons of points. I'm sorry. I know there's always recency bias with the college football playoff, whether it's 4 teams, 12 teams, 100 teams, and that if the Irish ripped off 10 straight wins and they're 10-2 in late November, I don't know, Joe. I mean, at some point it's got to be the body of work, but it's been this way forever. You can lose games, usually it's just one though, in early September, and you can come back from it. I don't know about losing 2. 2 is a little too much. I think they're finished.
Back to back, right to start the year. It's not like they lost one, they won a couple, and then they started 2-2. This team has gotten right out of the gate smashed.
Yep. Awful. And now, I mean, you look, and we're going to get to the game. Joe, I mean, they're laying 24-plus points against Purdue this Saturday. I'm sorry. And I told you I liked Purdue last week, getting the points at home against USC. And I know that Purdue's not a big-time team, but is there anything from the Irish defense that you've seen? I mean, you want to lay 24-plus points with the Irish this week? 26.5?
I mean,
you got to be kidding me.
I'm not touching that game.
No shot.
It's not a game I'm touching.
No shot.
Won't make the card for me. I'll tell you that right now. But, here's the thing. I'm not buying into this, too. This, you want to make Ohio State top team, that's fine. You want to throw in Penn State in there? No, look. Yeah. You want to give the recency bias to Oregon because they were undefeated? I'd say Penn State is not better than Georgia. Penn State is not better than LSU. Penn State is not better than these teams.
Yeah, you throw LSU in there. I like how you throw LSU in there. Why?
LSU doesn't have one of the top defenses in the nation? Don't start, Carver. Don't start with me.
Look, I would never take Penn State against any of those teams. Any of them. Penn State got, look, what was it? SMU and Boise last year, right? That's who they got to play. Yeah. They avoided the SEC until they lost to Notre Dame, and then they lost in the semis to Notre Dame. I will never back them, Joe. You know that. So you don't have to worry on that front. Anything else from last week, Joe, that you'd like to mention? Let's see if there's something I can get mad about here quickly.
All right, ready? Joey Aguilar could have the Vols live. He's blue collar. Huh? He's blue collar. I don't care that they lost that game to put up 41 points on that Georgia defense. The kid's got ice in his veins. Everybody talks about.
I'll tell you, he's better than that Nico. He's better than that Nico that skipped town for the bag.
Let me tell you,
better than him.
He got the bag of cash. He hasn't done. He got the coach fired. He'll be next. Nico will be in the transfer portal. I mean, here we go. Carver, the bottom line is this. If Tennessee has 2 losses, they get into the college football playoff this year like they did last. Keep an eye out for that Aguilar. That kid's got like Diego Pavia. He wears his heart on his sleeve. I like that kid.
Man, speaking of that Pavia, man, he's trying to come back another year after this one?
After that came out, he said, I'm done. I'm not coming back. Whether that's true or who's Joey Football? Who's Joey Football?
I think that would be Aguilar? Joey Aguilar. Joey Aguilar's
coming around.
Coming around. Great job by you with Arkansas and Ole Miss. I mean, they flew through that number.
I mean, they just Carver. That's 59 points in the first. 59 points. It was easy. They gave it to us. We took it from them like they were giving it to us. We were lapping it up like a lap dog.
The only 2 that I can really hang my hat on from last week, Joe, was the Georgia Tech and Rich Rod in the backyard brawl got
what a game that was. This Narduzzi, huh? He's another one.
He's a dog.
The Pat Narduzzi sucks in a pinch.
He's a dog. Hey, what'd you think? What'd you think of Wisconsin and Alabama?
I covered a 24.
Give me a little bit on Wisconsin, Alabama, Joe.
I told Coach Bowden this, and whenever you bring it up with the coaches, it's like the coaching fraternity. I go, Coach, they're down 24 points. Now, I was sitting on a 24.5 ticket, too. I altered it.
Yeah.
Right? I go, what is the purpose of getting the football back with 4 minutes left and running the clock out at midfield?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Well, I understand you don't want to get the starters hurt. then take them out and put in the back. You're going to have to develop the backups anyway. I have a big problem about these coaches. Big bad Luke Fickell. We're going to bang our chest. Fight hard for 60 minutes, but then my stones are on the cupboard, and I'm gonna coach. We're gonna get out of Dodge. We got smacked around. No, you try to score. You try and score and cut that lead to 17.
Shut it down.
Or kick a field goal and lose it by 21. That's the thing to do for your fan base, Luke Fickell. You got no stones. They're in the cupboard with the almond butter.
No stones, huh? No stones for Luke
Stoneless.
Fickell. He should get chopped sooner rather than later.
Well, I think he might step up against Maryland this week. Could be on the card.
Oh, is that right?
I said could
be. Laying some breadcrumbs already, huh? Already laying some breadcrumbs?
Maybe.
Well, we got a big list here, Joe. Obviously, we're doing this on Wednesday night as opposed to Thursday night. I got a lot going on. I'm heading for the week-long.
He's a big
I have the week-long Disney trip on Saturday that starts.
So I'm not even going to see you next week.
Yeah. I mean, unless we, 5 minutes on the phone just to give the picks, I think that we could do that.
You want me to have you in on my show, and then we'll just do it that way?
Probably, because I'm not going to be able to set up all the stuff on remotely.
I'll have you in on my show.
We'll just do the picks on your show, and I'll go on the phone. Yeah. And that's how we'll do it. That's how we'll have to do the picks next week for both ends. We didn't get to do the NFL last week because, like I said, there was a lot of things going. And then I tweet him out on Sunday morning, and Joe immediately, I got a correction. Oh,
you were dead wrong. You had me 2 losses.
Well, then you know what? You notice how I send them to you? I put one on each line. You write like a straight line.
I was on air.
Giants over Arizona. Could have been Giants over with the Cardinals. Could have been Giants over Arizona with the Cardinals.
I said Seattle Giants over Arizona, Carolina, and Philly. Let me tell you, I don't know what these people want. 4-0 in the pro.
Joe, you were on
4-3 in the college. That's a total of 11-3 for the weekend. I mean, I don't know what else they want from me. I mean, the encyclopedia could only do so much.
Just remember, and I hope that this is not the case, when you're this hot, there's only one way it goes after that.
Straight up. I'm taking everybody to the promised land.
Usually only one way it goes when you're that hot. Small dip down. But I don't want to see that for you. I want to see you win, Joe. That's what it's all about. You see, as much as I like, this is tough for me. Like, I bring this up. Here we go. Now, look, 15. I had a 3-4 week. I had a tough week last week that put me under 500. But Joe is at 61% here at 19-12. Joe, you are on fire.
Biggest games of the season, and I step up. That's what it is. I come right out of the gate. I'm like LSU. I step up when it matters.
Right. You do step up when it matters. There's no question about that. But nice job, Joe. You're holding the show down here in terms of the picks. Now, because it's Wednesday, that means we can get everything in, the whole slate for the weekend. There's only one Thursday night game, Joe. Rice laying 2.5 at Charlotte. 43.5 total.
Well,
I don't have much interest because we'll probably both be involved watching the Bills put an absolute smash job on the Dolphins on Thursday night. But nothing for me, Joe, for Rice and Charlotte on Thursday.
I mean, 43.5. I mean, I would probably take it with Charlotte. Home dog plus 106. I would 43.5. I would take it with Charlotte plus the 2.5.
Okay. Friday night, you get 2 games on Friday. Start with Gundy as Tulsa comes calling for Oklahoma State. 11.5.
Yeah.
54.5 the total. Now, Tulsa, the good thing for Oklahoma State is, Joe, Tulsa sucks. Like, let's just lay it out there. They're bad.
Carver.
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh, what? Not so fast, my friend? Is that what you're throwing here?
Saying,
Not so fast?
Well, no. What I'm saying is I bet this game last year.
Okay.
All right. And
what was the year Tulsa beat him? How many years ago was that? It's been a few years.
1998.
No. They've beaten him earlier since then. No? Well, there must have been a game they blew then. They've played. I got to get this up.
They've won 10 straight in the series, Oak State.
Okay, well, there must have been one zany overtime game or something in there.
28-23 and 21.
That's probably the game I'm thinking of. I think Oklahoma State was down in that game then. Tulsa yacked that game up.
It's possible.
Where is it here? I mean, you can't even get this. This is just, can't even get. They're pretty close. Wow.
They've won by 17 points per game the last 4 meetings. They won 45-10 last year. Actually, it was a game that I actually thought Oklahoma State would attack on the ground. It was a big Bowman game. One of the few games he stepped up. I think he had 5 touchdowns that game.
I'm either thinking of the 16-7 game in 20 or the 28-23 game in 21.
You sure you're not thinking of Central Michigan?
They went in there and won too, right? In Stillwater.
Yeah.
They go in there and win?
Yeah.
All right.
But
can't be right all the time, Joe.
That's why I'm here, Carver. Encyclopedia.
Can't be right all the time.
So Bowman last year,
you're laying it?
Tulsa. He threw for 396, 77% completion percentage, 5 tutties, 1 interception. Oklahoma State does not have.
This Bowman stinks.
No, Bowman's not there anymore.
I know, but he stunk for Oklahoma.
So they got Zane Flores there, who absolutely stinks. He's the kid Hemby or Hengy, whatever you want to say his name.
Hengy.
He's hurt. This kid Zane Flores. I mean, he was 20 of 39, 51%, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I'm going to take the points with Tulsa.
I'll tell you, Joe.
They got no offensive identity. This team is completely lost.
I like the other game.
What other game?
The other Friday night game, which is the Big Ten game under the lights in Piscataway.
I like Rutgers.
Iowa.
And the over.
Laying the 2.5 on the road against Schiano. 46.5. Who did I know you had on We're Gonna Run It? You had my buddy the Moose on, Mark Malusas.
Mark and I went to the same high school. You realize that?
I did not know that. That's a good, interesting fact of the night here. Did he think Rutgers is going to win? Is he on Rutgers?
Oh, I did tell Mark, I said, can't bet it in Jersey, but if I was betting the game, I would be taking Rutgers. It seems like a fishy line because Iowa has won 4 straight in the series. Last time they played was 2 years ago, 22-0. They got shut out. Gronowski stinks, and they're only averaging Iowa $1.22. Kaliakmanis, the kid from Minnesota. I'll just say the kid from Minnesota.
The kid.
He's a better passer. They're averaging 130 more total yards per game. Keep chopping. They could get this game. I think Iowa's terrible. I think Iowa stinks.
I think Rutgers can get this game. But, Joe, I like the under. I know you said you like the over in this game. I like the under. I think this is a little too high. I think that people are seeing Iowa maybe score a couple points here against some lesser competition the first couple of weeks and think that these Iowa games are going to suddenly become track meets. I am not of that thinking, Joe. I think that all we needed was to get to a little blue-collar Big Ten game back going with us here and start the schedule. So here we go. Let's do under for me, Joe, 46.5 with Iowa and Rutgers.
All right.
Friday night.
I like the over, but again, I can't bet it, so it doesn't matter.
Gundy is gutless. He certainly is. I saw a couple people say they missed the taters. I know I've fallen off with the taters.
Yeah, man, the consistency. What happened?
Well, Joe, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, what it really comes down to, I also think that it's why some of my picks have sucked the last couple of weeks. Like, I just haven't been in the same. I haven't been in that same.
You can't be beaten
day
down.
in, day out zone. No, but I'm saying, Joe, like the taters was something that, like, I found myself just not in the same spot because I was doing it every day and every morning. It was into
right.
It.
So let me just say this.
Yeah.
It's like,
I love them.
No, I know. But now let me be your coach.
Oh, okay.
It's like
coach me up.
It's like when Rocky gets knocked out by Clubber Lang. He's down and out, right?
Right.
You want to break me down? You want to break me down? We got to take you back. Take you back. Do, take you back. You got to go back to the roots, baby. Take you back.
What? Maybe for all the tater lovers out there.
Take you back.
Before I go to Florida, because I'm going to Florida Saturday.
See, why don't you try to punch?
Play any taters
shoot or shoot. right? You're in the corner. You're getting the standing eight. You come out. You start throwing the hook, Larry, the uppercut. You got to start doing that. Come on.
I will do some taters on Thursday and Friday. Did I miss? Did since they got these live ones? Did DraftKings have? I haven't even. This is the problem. I haven't even opened any of the apps today because I've been so much going on. Did DraftKings have the live home run better thing today?
I don't know. I've been all over the place. I've been college football.
They do.
I got the same game
Let's go.
parlay
Let's do a tater right now.
I lost. I actually did okay with the baseball last night, and then I put in a couple. This gutless Blue Jay team. I needed over 5.5.
First inning, Dodgers Phillies. Who's going for the Dodgers tonight again?
I don't know. You see, now you're asking me things I don't know. I'm in college football mode. Come on.
College football mode. I was logging on. I was about to hit go live on the thing, and you're telling me, oh, Yankee over, this over, right? This over together with that over. So you're telling me you're in college football mode. But meanwhile, you got a whole bunch of baseball bets as you walked in the door today. Yes or no?
Luzardo's on the mound for the Phillies.
Yeah, that's okay. Who's on for the Dodgers? Snell tonight. Snell. I hit Ohtani live last night. It was late because I saw I had the Dinger Tuesday and I never played it. What about Colorado, Joe? Let's get a Colorado going here.
They came through for me last night. We got day baseball tomorrow.
What inning is it in Colorado?
I'm eyeing up the day baseball tomorrow.
Let's get the Goodman in there.
Let me see what we got.
Hunter Goodman.
Guaranteed the Tampa Bay game blows through the total tomorrow.
All right, I'm in on the Goodman.
Here we go.
And I'm in on Ohtani.
Take you back.
Ohtani can always go yard. All right, Ohtani and Goodman live with the DK Unlimited home run boost. All right, let's get back to it.
Process. Ronnie's right. Is that Ronnie Brown from Auburn?
That's right.
Is that Ronnie with Cadillac Williams and Jason Campbell?
Trust the process. I will get back. In fact, Thursday and Friday, I will say, before I go away, because I obviously in Florida, I'm not going to be able to do any taters. We'll do taters. I'll put taters out Thursday and Friday.
All right, there you go. Okay? Say I got you back on track.
Get the cognac. Give me the Moniac.
Moniac came out last night. Bottom 9, he got a base hit to score a run. That's all I care about. Take you back.
All right, Joe. Saturday slate.
Here we go.
Week number 4 in college football. Let's go. Stay in the Big Ten after the Rutgers-Iowa game. Maryland and Wisconsin. We were talking before about this gutless Fickle. They're laying 10.5 at home here. 44.5 the total.
Let me just say
for a noon East kick.
This Luke Fickle he needs a crack because I just don't understand. Like if you tell Luke, hey, how are you going to beat Alabama, right? You'd have to be on drugs. I hate to say that, but he'd have to be smoking something to think that he's going to outscore Alabama with Danny O'Brien as his quarterback. They get a stop, right? In the first 8 minutes of the game, they stop Alabama at midfield on the plus side of the field.
Right.
There's 7 minutes left in the first quarter. I'm going, this is perfect. Run the football, get out of dodge, and just shorten the game until you have a shot. This space cadet decides to put the ball in Danny O'Brien's hands on the first play. Kid throws a pick. 2 plays later, Ryan Williams is running in the end zone. Bing, bing. I mean, these coaches are ridiculous. Is he that much of a space cadet that he thinks that he's going to outscore Alabama? Does he really think that with a garbage quarterback, Danny O'Brien? Like, I just don't understand. Like, somebody needs to, just wake his ass up. I don't know. Maybe it's me. It's got to be me. I like Wisconsin. Let me just see.
Laying this?
I just want to see the update on Billy Edwards. Oh, let me see Billy Edwards'
Another
status.
One of your guys, Billy Edwards.
He's playing against his former team. If Luke Fickle, here we go. Update on the Luke Fickle injury. Here we go. He's keeping it under the vest. This guy. Edwards appeared to take a significant step towards when he took place in warm-ups against Alabama. He's day-to-day. Scrape him up and get him out there.
Give me Maryland.
I'm taking whiskey.
Give me the 10.5. Maryland. Give me Loxley. Amazingly, Loxley, you can make an argument. I know Loxley never beats the really good teams, never. But at least Loxley's been a little bit more competent in the Big Ten than Fickle has.
This Luke Fickle, man, he's got skid marks in his shorts. He does. He's got it. This guy's got Johnny skid marks. I'm not kidding you. Okay.
Clemson off the loss to Georgia Tech. 1-2 Clemson goes home to see Syracuse. A big number here, Joe. 16.5. 55.5 the total.
I'm going to take the over. I would lean towards Clemson,
over.
But my point is I would take the total. Angeli leads the FBS in passing yards, just like McCord. And if you're this Dabo, like I'm tired of hearing how good Cade Klubnik is, then take the training wheels off, let him throw for 500, and let's get through this total. All right, because at what point do the Clemson Tigers realize they have to score points? Huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Steve Angeli, the Italian. That's the way it should be, the Italian. There's my guy, Sawyer Robertson. This guy leads second in FBS with 1070.
All right. Arkansas into Memphis.
I love that team. I love that. The only thing that would make my weekend better, and I'm talking to you, Hog Wild, I need to see this. Give me the white jersey with the scarlet, it's like a maroon scarlet pant. Can I get the?
Just tweet Sam and tell him what you want them to wear every week? Like, why don't you just?
You think I should do that?
Tweet him up. Tell him what jersey combo you want. I'm sure they would listen to you.
Sam, I don't have Sam's ear. Joey maybe. Although Joey hasn't, I got to get Coach Bowden to get on Joey McGuire's ass a little bit. Like, no offense. I pumped this team up. I don't even get a good a doggy bag. I get nothing. I have to buy my own gear.
Box of gear from Texas
I mean, really, what are these teams doing?
Well, Sam should send you one too from Arkansas. Sam should be loading you up too because you love this team, this Arkansas team. You pump them up now also. Joe, I'll tell you, you're probably not going to like this, but I'll just get right out and say it. I think that this is get ready, Joe, a smash job for Arkansas this week. Smash job, 7.5. I know you're going to tell me I picked Memphis to beat a group of 5 team in the college football playoff and blah, 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 blah. Smash job, Arkansas offense. A complete rollover, Joe. Going to roll them over.
I hope you're right. I mean, I tweeted him.
You tweeted at Sam?
In Memphis. I said, gotta love the way Arkansas Razorbacks football, the way they play. How about wearing the white jerseys with the maroon pant this weekend in Memphis?
The white jerseys with the maroon pant. Yeah, I gotta find this tweet too. Let's see what you did here. White jerseys with the maroon pant. You're hot stuff. So you're with me? Arkansas smash job?
I don't know. I like the points. I don't know. I love this kid. I love this kid, Taylor Green. I love him. I love the kid. I love I had his over rushing total. I could have altered it. His total was 37.5. I had it at 50. He got to $1.14 or $1.13. Carver, I was light on the alt. I could have taken him over 100. But the problem with the college is the sacks count as yards.
Yeah.
So you can't, it's hard. He blew through the number. They paid me out in the third quarter on that. Kid blew through the total.
One of the better games at noon, maybe the best game at noon, is this big noon kickoff game. Rice Eccles for Texas Tech, Joey McGuire, you were just mentioning, against Utah, Kyle Whittingham. -2.5 for Utah, 58.5 the total. And Joe, remember, this is now, I guess that'll be what, a 10 a.m. local kick? They're in Utah for this game. Hey, you want to be on Big Noon kickoff? I guess you got to do those things. 10 a.m. local kick in Utah.
That's great for Texas Tech. I brought them back to this is hands barred. What unis are they gonna now? They show their unis. That's what I love about Texas Tech.
Sure
they realize the unis matter. They know. Woo, pig suey. Woo, pig suey, baby. Hang on. Let me just get Texas Tech. What jerseys are they wearing? Let me see. Oh, Carver. This, I can't believe they're wearing this.
I'm looking now.
They're wearing black helmet, red jersey, black pant. How is that possible? Utah's wearing white?
Yeah, you probably get that can't. You're just going by that first picture.
That's usually what they wear.
I don't think that's the uniform combo.
Carver. They post their unis.
All right. Well, maybe Utah's wearing white then, I guess.
Well, let's see what Utah's wearing. That matters.
I mean, Utah posts a picture of the guy wearing red. I don't think you can go so much. Oh, week 4 uniforms. They're wearing red.
Who?
Utah. Utah's wearing the red. So those jerseys are the Texas Tech's wearing the white top, Joe.
Are they wearing black pant? You think they're wearing black? I'm taking Texas Tech.
Listen, I didn't even have to get you. We're going to do the picks late. When we get to the end, I already know you're taking Texas Tech. You can't help yourself here. I already know. You're not even seeing this game clearly. I know you've been red hot, so I know that you're kind of trying to hang your hat on that a little bit. This is emotion for you.
How do you know they're making the best bet?
Oh, it's making it.
No.
And the only reason it wouldn't now is because of this conversation right here, and you pull it off. Just to say I said it, is that's what you're going to do. You're going to now take it off of the list. So that's okay. That means I'm going to put a lesser game in your hands. Something you don't like as much is going to go in there now. That's okay.
So I'm okay with that. You're saying you like that. You're getting in my head.
I know, because this is probably one of the games you like. But now that I've needled a little bit, you're going to pick a lesser game. It's going to advantage to me. I'll tell you what I like. It's not on my card. I like Utah.
Really?
I like Utah. I think this total's a bit high too, but I know the Texas Tech games have been zany. They've been pinball machines. But
I might like the under.
I like the under. Yeah, I think the total's too high. So let's go together on the under.
Look at this, no Carver background.
Well, you know what it was, Eddie. It's because Eddie.
He doesn't care anymore. He doesn't care.
Joe. I mean, look, Joe wanted this up for this week's show. I mean, he wanted the Carver and Lisi college football picks with the book. He wanted all that up. So it's hard for me to deny Joe this. I mean, this is just too good. So
that's like I should sign that. We should auction that off.
Yeah, you get a lot for that one. You get a lot.
I tell you, Carver.
So there you go, Eddie. That's why. That's why. We didn't do that. I will have a stadium for the NFL picks tomorrow night. How about that? We get a stadium in for the NFL.
You got to see me in the gym blasting through. I could have started for Nebraska this weekend. PRs in the gym today. PRs.
You want to lay 26.5 with Louisville against Bowling Green?
Yes.
Okay. SMU getting 6.5 at TCU. Interesting game. 64.5 total.
Now, there's been some reports. I don't know how true this is. I have to verify this. That Lashley is taking the job at UCLA and that he sort of checked out.
In the middle of the season?
He's going to coach them to the end of the year. I don't know how true. It could have been one of these burner accounts, but he is going to be but he's going to be but he is a hot commodity. He is. I mean, he's not going to stay at SMU. I hate taking teams like that the coach is checked out. Yeah, Rhett Lashley, UCLA. If you Google it, yes, reports from September 7th indicate Rhett Lashley is expected to be hired as the new coach of UCLA.
It's your college athletics now. I mean, this is what you have You've asked for this and you've gotten it. So
No, oh yeah, it's my fault. Right, I
you
know.
wanted this. I mean, this is what
I
you
could
wanted.
smash you. I could jump through this
You
thing.
wanted
You
college
might
football to
Bet
become this.
Bet
That's
Rivers
okay.
might not see you next week because I'm gonna put you
They're not
through.
gonna see me next week. I gotta go to the Mouse next week.
So God.
I'm taking the 6.5 with SMU.
I'm not betting this game. I don't
Okay.
know his prep. Sonny Dykes is a bully too. When he gets a team down,
He is.
he likes to play bully ball. I'm not betting this game.
Okay.
God,
That's fine. UNLV, a 2.5-point road favorite at Miami of Ohio.
UNLV. Miami of Ohio sucks. They have one of the worst third down offenses in all of college football.
Doesn't this seem, Joe, too easy? Doesn't this seem too easy?
Where's the game?
At Miami of Ohio.
That's why.
I don't care where they play the game. You just said it. Like they're better than them.
Miami cannot convert. They have 17% third down offense. That's 133 out of 134 teams. I can't take that. You get into the weeds with these meaningless games.
Well, there's money to be made, Joe, on all these games. I mean, there's money to be made.
Not on every one. We're not betting 70 games a day. We're not doing that.
Okay. Some people do.
Yeah, it doesn't make it right.
You want to lay 38.5 with Tennessee against UAB?
No, but didn't they play last year? That's Dilfer. When did they play? They played 2 years ago. UAB gets smashed by them every year. Let me see.
I got it here.
Series history.
I'll be faster than you.
Here we go. Here we go. Everybody's a wheel.
Everybody's
Hang on.
a wheel.
Texas winning in that game.
It says here they haven't played since 2019.
Okay. Maybe that was the year. They won 5 straight. They're 5-0 all time against UAB.
All right. Well, whatever.
Let me see. Let me see when the last time they played was. I don't trust you with the 2019. 2019. 30-7. 32-29, 35-3, 17-10, 37-13. Interesting.
All right. Middle window.
Okay.
3:30, 4 o'clock window. Civil War in Eugene.
I can't even get up for that game. The Civil War in the middle of the season is just not right. It's just not right.
I'll tell you what's really not right or embarrassing.
35.
Laying 5 tutties and a hook, 35.5.
You're Malik Murphy
in a rivalry game, and people are betting 88% of the money on Oregon, 79% of the bets on Oregon. Now, I don't want to take Oregon State, Joe, because of what they did to me week 1 with Cal. I saw all I needed to see, and Chris is right. They do blow. The Beavers blow. Man, that's a lot of points in a hated rivalry game, Joe. That is a lot of points.
What do you want to do?
35.5.
I can't take it. Rivalry, they're gonna get smashed. Dante Moore. I don't know.
What's the total?
You want to take the over?
Hold on. What's the total? 56.5. If Oregon's going to cover 35, they're going to score 56 by themselves.
Can Oregon State score? I mean, Northwestern scored last week.
How much do we need from Oregon State to get this over?
17.
You think that much, huh?
Yeah.
I don't. I think 13.
All right.
I think that Oregon's good for 45 points in this game. At home, they lay the lumber. At home. I think Chris at 13, 14 points.
All right.
I think if you got 2 touchdowns out of Oregon State, you're going to get this over.
I said 17. You make it sound like we're so far off.
It's another score, though, Joe. I mean, it is. I know it's not that far off, but it is.
All right.
It's a big number. All right. Any interest in UConn minus 21.5 against Ball State?
No.
I don't have any either. Any interest in Toledo minus 14.5 at Western Michigan? No.
Yeah.
I know you got interest in this game because you love SEC games. Auburn now ranked, into Oklahoma with my guy Mateer, laying 6.5, 47.5 the total. You know, we need Auburn to start losing some games, Joe. We got their win total under.
Sometimes you got to reassess, Carver. I've been
Oh,
back.
you're on freeze now, huh? You're jumping on the bandwagon? Are you making that statement?
No, I'm not making that statement. Let me give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. You ready? The good is Auburn's rushing for 240 yards a game. They're only throwing for $173.
Okay.
This Jackson Arnold in 2 games that have actually mattered, Baylor and last week against South Alabama, the guy has thrown less than 150 yards. Okay. The Oklahoma defense is only giving up 84 passing. I think 84 or 46 passing yards per game. I got to double check the stat. They're holding opposing quarterbacks to 46% completion percentage and 17% on third downs. So I'm like, better quarterback, much better defense, 3-0 all time against Auburn. I'll lay it. Then I'm like, Jackson Arnold's going up against his former team. What I don't like is Oklahoma's negative in turnover margin, -5. Mateer's thrown an interception in every game. This game was 24-21 last year. I took the over 44.5. Michael Hawkins somehow, some way pulled it out. They got the pick 6 off of Peyton Thorne and they won it. I'm going back and forth in this game. I lean Oklahoma, but I don't. I think Oklahoma might win, but this game might be like.
I have 0 feel for this. I could see this game going either way. I could see this game being 17-14, either team winning. I could see this game being 35-31 with either team winning.
All right.
So that when I feel that way about a game, Joe, I just don't. There's plenty of other games on Saturday. I know it's a marquee game. Just because it's a marquee game doesn't mean that you have to play it. Right, Joe? Just because it's a marquee game, you don't have to play it. There's plenty of other games.
Do we get through this total?
Is it really a marquee game? I guess. Is that the ABC 3:30 game on SEC? Yeah, that's the 3:30 game. Okay. Can we get through the total? I don't know. You tell me. 40. I think we could.
I think we blow through this total.
Blow through it. I think it'd be a sweat to get through it. But you think they're gonna blow through it? Man, I can't, Joe. I'll tell you what I would do in this game. This is how I would look at this game. If this game is obviously super low scoring in the first half, I'll jump on the second half over. If it's a rocket ship in the first half, I'll jump on the second half under. That's how I'll play this game.
All right. So it could make the card for me.
Okay, good. I'm glad somebody's going to pick the game. We mentioned this a little bit at the top. I was close on the number. Notre Dame's laying 25.5 at home against Purdue. 54.5 is the total. I'm sorry, Joe. I just don't know how I don't care. I don't know how you could watch Notre Dame the last 2 weeks and lay 25.5 points with them.
I mean, I would. Purdue, they beat them 66-0 last year, Carver.
I don't think that this is the same Purdue team. I think that they're establishing a culture under Odom. I really do. I like him as a coach. I don't think he's the type of guy that kids that are still in that room, and I know he's got a lot of transfers. Kids in that room, and you say, you guys got embarrassed by this team last year.
Okay.
I don't think they win the game.
Right.
But I don't think it's going to be 66-0 again.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's me.
Maybe it's you.
Maybe it's me. What are you thinking?
Fine. I'm thinking that it's I guess. I mean, if I wasn't a Notre Dame fan, I'd take Purdue plus the 25.5.
I mean, my 7 picks.
We're going to get to them. Belichick getting 6.5 at the bounce house against UCF. 47.5.
I like Belichick.
I know Frost was saying today too, Joe. They got good news on that assistant coach who had the medical issue down at UCF.
Right.
You like Belichick getting the 6.5 here in Orlando?
I do. I think they step up. I think they win it outright. I think he's going to put a beat down. They're going to step up.
I will say, Joe, I feel like this is a probably a week where you could get back on them after the initial hype and the loss, getting blown out at TCU. They've played a couple, kind of gimme games the last few weeks. He's kind of back under the radar, which is what he likes.
Right.
I don't think there's much focus on this game at all, obviously.
Okay.
And I think that you might be right. I think might be a good spot where we can take 6.5 with Bill on the road against not a great UCF team. It's not a great UCF team. And maybe not win the game, but I like it with the points.
I think they're setting up too. Belichick and Clemson next week.
Is that next week?
Yeah.
Carolina, Clemson's, and that game's in Chapel Hill, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dabo and Bill next week.
Yeah, you know it's big.
You want to lay 45.5 with Florida State against Kent?
Yes.
Can't want to. You do? Okay. Good. Eastern Michigan, Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns, whatever. Ole Miss laying 12.5 against Tulane.
They've won
61.5, Joe.
13. They've won 13 straight. The last 4 by an average margin of 17 points per game.
I had them last year against them. I remember.
It wasn't last year. It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Last
they laid
time
9.5. I was on Ole Miss. They kicked a 55-yard field goal, and then they had a fumble return. They covered that 10.5. They got the Quinshawn Junkins decided to step up in the second half. I was in the AC at the Ocean. I laid the 10.5. I was nervous that game. I'm taking the points.
You're taking the points, huh?
Yep.
All right. Michigan and Nebraska. Michigan into Lincoln.
Yeah.
As a road favorite, -2.5. 46.5 the total. Now, let's be fair, Joe. We have not gotten a big win for Matt Rule yet in Lincoln. You've not gotten it. Is this the week he gets one, Joe? Beating Michigan at home.
This is going to make my card.
This game's on my card, too. I have a very strong stance in this game, Joe.
Oh, boy.
You think we're on the same side?
I have a feeling we're on the same side.
You think we're on the same side?
I think we're on the same side.
Very strong feeling about this game. I guess we're going to have to hold off on that one.
Geez.
Duke laying 3.5 against NC State. I'm kind of off the Duke train after they got completely smashed by Illinois a couple weeks ago.
What are they laying? 3.5?
They're laying 3.5 again. I take NC State. Didn't they beat Wake Forest last week? They gave you a little life.
Yeah, Wake Forest stinks.
All right.
This who's better, Mensa or Bailey? I bet this game NC State +4 2 years ago, and that was the game they got smashed in the rain.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking I like Duke there to bounce back.
Mississippi State's laying 21.5 against Northern Illinois.
They got Tennessee on deck. Be careful.
Ooh, be careful. Joe says look ahead. He likes the Huskies with the 3 tutties and a hook. Georgia Tech laying 23.5 against
on the
Temple.
card.
On the card. All right. West Virginia into Kansas. Kansas -13.5. I'll pass it off to you because this game is on my card.
I would take the points with Rich Rod. But I don't love it. It wouldn't. I mean, are they sky high? Are they sky high with that? Or, ah, boy. I'm thinking. I'm looking at all these games that I like.
Come back to it, Joe. We'll see if you can figure it out.
I'm just looking at all the games.
All right, night games. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's get the night games in.
Look at this.
South Carolina, after losing to Vandy last week, now goes to Columbia to see Drinkwitz. Missouri minus 9.5, 48.5 total. 9.5 seems like a lot.
9.5
seems like a lot.
Who do you like in that game?
I don't like either of these teams, but I would take South Carolina with the 9.5.
All right, so let me tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to make my card.
All right, so you're going to wait for the big throwdown when you get
to
the
big reveal.
The big reveal and all. I know you got some kind of stat. You got some kind of numbers for me, so I guess you're going to wait for the picks to reveal.
That's what you love about me.
I do.
And Chris, yes, I do remember a lot of games. Part of it is I would watch 8 games at one time working for ABC Sports for 10 years. I was locked in a room called the Sandbox, and you had to have your head on a swivel, man. And I gamble. I've been gambling, forget it. I mean, when you gamble, you remember everything. I'll tell you what, okay, you want another random game? When I believe it was Wake Forest and Army. And Wake Forest had a running back by the name of Morgan Kane, number 22. Yeah. This guy had arms like this. Bing. They played in Mishi Stadium. It was like 2001, 2002. And I laid it with Wake Forest that day. A smash job, the Billy Club special. Morgan Kane running through. Another one of my favorite running backs was at Wake Forest, Josh Harris. The kid had like 200 yards his first year, but he had sprinter speed. He rushed for 245 yards back in like 2006 in Blacksburg against Virginia Tech. Kid was arms like bowling balls. Unbelievable.
You want to lay 10.5 with Boise on the road in Air Force?
I want this Boise to just get smashed. Can we put
They're not going to get smashed by Air Force.
Why? Air Force, the triple option, they can't step up?
I mean, Boise plays them every year. You're not throwing them something they don't know. I think Boise smashes them. I like the over. 51.5. Yeah.
These games, I mean, at night really stink.
All right. Well, let me give you some of the more marquee ones, allegedly. Big Ten game between Illinois and Indiana. A couple of 3-0 teams. Big Brett against Zignetti. Both guys trying to plant the flag here. Indiana in Bloomington minus 5.5. 52.5 is the total.
You like this Mendoza?
No.
Oh, you're a big Altmaier guy, huh? You're a big Altmaier.
Better than this Mendoza.
This Mendoza in a big spot steps up when it matters. The kid's mobile.
You're on Indiana.
The kid's
you're on Indiana.
The kid's is that going to make your card?
I don't know. I don't really love the game.
Baylor, Arizona State's going to make my card.
All right, well, that's fine. Baylor minus 2.5 against Arizona State. 59.5 is the total there. Joe will have it in a moment. Apple Cup between Washington and Washington State. Again, Joe, huge spread in the Apple Cup.
Yeah.
The game's in Pullman, though. 20.5 with a 53.5. Washington State's just so bad.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there you go.
Florida catching 7.5 at Hard Rock against Miami.
Making my card.
51.5 the total. Let me tell you. I know I didn't mention this earlier. Where were the points in that Florida LSU game, Joe? Where were the points?
Supposedly, Nussmeier has a torso injury.
Look at you. College football, not just encyclopedia, but an insider, too.
I have resources.
I know you do.
I have resources.
So this game's on your card?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Man, this Florida team, Joe, this Lagway and this. I mean, you got to be kidding me with this team. They're gonna go down like dogs again this week, huh? They're gonna go down like dogs again. 2 tutties and a hook for Virginia at home against Stanford. Stanford, really, they're another team that hit me over the head with a mallet with Boston College late night last week. Right over the head. Bang! Smashed me.
Yeah.
Jamie's right. I think there's been at least 12 games. You said it's on the card.
This is what happens. Hey, Jamie, I'm dissecting, all right? After zig and zag.
Any interest in Stanford?
No. I hate Frank Reich. I can't stand
You want to lay 27.5 with Diego Pavia against Georgia State?
No.
Okay. You want to lay 6.5 with Sataki on the road at East Carolina?
Ooh. With Bachmeier? No.
You want to lay 39.5 with Texas against Sam Houston State? Texas has not been great with covering these enormous numbers.
Sam Houston State has one of the worst third down offense in all of FBS. Guess how much they convert on third down?
Less than 30%.
How about less than 20%? How about less than 15%? 13% on third down conversions. You know what that means? That means 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, and Archer's going to have multiple chances to potentially put up points. But guess what? I do have a best bet in that game. It's going to make the card. What time is that game?
8 o'clock East.
All right.
All right. Late night bailout blowout window. UTSA laying 4.5 in Fort Collins against Colorado State. 59.5.
Could we get that total?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Wyoming catching 13.5 in Colorado against Dion. 44.5 total.
I like Colorado.
Me too.
I like the over even more.
My problem with the over is I don't know how much Wyoming's going to contribute.
Okay.
Can I get 14 points out of Wyoming?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. Cal, 12.5-point favorites down in San Diego State.
Yeah. This gravy train ends. Okay? Just
Cal?
This Cal gravy train. Yeah, it ends this weekend. This could make the card too. I got to see exactly. I don't even know. I have to, I have to put it together.
USC, 11 o'clock East kick against Michigan State. Trojans minus 18.5. 56.5 is the total.
I would take the points with Michigan State. I think Jonathan Smith is a better coach. Heck, I would want them to win it outright.
And finally, Hawaii.
Over. Can we get an over in Hawaii late night?
Can we finally get one? I mean, the Sam Houston game went over.
Yeah, but I mean, could this Timmy Chang do it when it matters?
Fresno State minus 2.5. 47.5 is that total, Joe, you were mentioning.
Yeah.
So that's what you have. That is week 4 college football. And now it's time for the picks. And if you joined late, we'll set everybody up here, Joe. I know you want to make sure when you're off to as good a start as Joe is, you want to make sure that you recognize it. 19-12 for Joe through the first 3 weeks. I'm sitting 1 game under now. I had a bad week last week, dropped me back under. 15-16 for me. As we get set for week number 4. Oh, that's the NFL for tomorrow. God, we don't want to see that one. Oh, my God, how bad that was with the NFL.
All right.
Awful for me. Joe on fire, though. All right, Joe, week number 4, college football picks. Take us out.
Yeah, well, let's start in the Grove. This Ole Miss game, Tulane. I told you Ole Miss has won 13 straight in the series. They've won the last 4 by an average margin of victory of 17 points per game. I'm just not sold that Ole Miss has got the same defense that they have had in recent years. I mean, we saw Arkansas cover and abuse them. We saw multiple teams, Kentucky move the football on them. They have better athletes, and I don't know who starts. Is it Trinidad Chambliss or Austin Simmons? But I believe in Summerall, the guy where this team is blue collar, and in this spot, up from 11 and a half to 13 and a half, I'll take it. I don't think they win. They'll probably lose another heartbreaker, but give me Tulane plus the points over Ole Miss. Pick number one.
Pick number one, Tulane. I got 12.5 here, Joe, as we speak.
All right. Is it on FanDuel? We're using FanDuel.
I'm using that.
All right.
Using FD, and you got it at 12.5.
Okay, good.
Okay. Pick number one for me, Joe. I'm going to start the day. I'm going to start in with this Arkansas-Memphis game. I think I was pretty vocal to you when we were going through the game before. I think this is a smash job. I know it was a wild game last week for Arkansas, but I think that their offense is humming, Joe, and I don't think that Memphis is going to be able to keep up. I don't care where they're playing the game. I know it's a little bit more than a touchdown, but I think that Arkansas is a lot better than Memphis. We know that Sammy's got to do whatever he can this year to keep that job. And when he's got opportunities like this against teams that he's better than, he's got to drop the hammer. I'm going to lay to 7.5 with Arkansas, Joe. Pick number one for me.
All right. I would reluctantly take the points, but that's a game I'm going to be betting from an in-game perspective. I would actually lean to the under because I think the only way Memphis can win is if they grind out a victory the way they did against Troy. They held Troy to 7 points. They won it.
They're not playing Troy this week.
I know. And, I am on Arkansas. I was on their win total. I love this team. But this is a very difficult matchup in an area where Memphis typically steps up. But we'll put it aside. I'm not going to touch it. Okay? I will touch the Auburn game. And, I think Auburn, again, will want to try and win this game low scoring. But I don't see how it happens. Just because of Mateer, just because of Oklahoma's defense, they're 3-0 all time. I told you Oklahoma's defense, 17% third down conversions, 84 passing yards allowed, 46% completion percentage. I just think they could start fast and get them into a higher scoring game. I don't even like this side. I think we're going to blow through this 47.5. I think it's light. And I think their turnovers could always be a factor. This isn't Bryce Underwood in Michigan. This is Auburn that gave up 400 plus to Sawyer Robertson in week number one. Mateer could do that in Norman at 3:30. Give me over 47.5.
Over 47.5. All right, Joe. Pick number two for me. I'm actually going to go to one of those late night games that we were just talking about. You mentioned that you think Michigan State going on the road, cross country, out in LA, very, very late night start. You kind of like them with the points. I do not. I don't trust Lincoln Riley either. I understand what you're saying about him, but if there's ever a spot for them to maybe put a little smash job in, I think this is it. 18.5. Michigan State's not very good, Joe. They're not. I think that at home, off of a game where, yes, they wanted Purdue, but they didn't cover the number. I think that you see a little bit of let's dance a little. I think this is a 24-plus point win for USC. I'm going to lay the 18.5 with USC, Joe, with Michigan State coming in late night.
All right, I'm going after the darlings in the ACC. And I'm not talking about Clemson. I'm talking about Georgia Tech. You got the victory at home. They're storming the field. Everybody's kumbaya. And now you got to play lowly Temple. And you're laying 23.5 at home. There might be half a crowd there for Temple in this matchup. Everybody thinks that, Georgia Tech is, just dominant. They still have to step up. I think it's a perfect letdown spot. I'm going to take the 23.5 with Temple. They moved the football against Oklahoma. And I think Oklahoma's defense is better than obviously G Tech. And I just think Clemson is not that good. So I'm taking Temple. Again, you don't have to win it. Just cover the number, 23.5 plus the points on the road at 4:30 too. It's sort of like weird kick. Give me the points with the Owls in the matchup.
Little letdown for Georgia Tech this week. Next for me, I might be falling into a little bit of a trap here, Joe, but I'm going to take it because I just believe that they're the much better football team. I'm going to lay the 2.5 with UNLV on the road at Miami of Ohio. A little bit of a slow start for UNLV this year. I really like the way they've played the last couple times out. Miami of Ohio is not that great. You're under a field goal. It seems very tricky, but I'm going to trust Mullen here. Probably shouldn't. I'm going to trust Mullen here on the road to have UNLV ready to go. -2.5 road favorites against the Redhawks.
All right. Not a bad luck. I'm going to go a little deeper. I'm going to go to the SEC, 7 o'clock kick. I don't like the kick time. It's really bad. But 4 of the last 7 games in the series have been decided by 7 points or less. This game was 34-30 last year. Brady Cook and Lenora Sellers battled it out. The line on Sunday opened up at 13.5. It's down to 9.5. Here's the thing. This is indicative of Sellers playing. I would personally like if Luke Doty played. I'm not going to bet it. Like, I'm still taking it for the course of the show, but I just want to tell people this line could be back up to 13.5 by kick if Sellers does not suit up or start in this game. He had a practice by today. I think he did. That's why we're seeing the line movement come down, but it might be window dressing. I still like Luke Doty. He didn't perform well last week, but he's a senior, and I like that recipe, meaning a senior quarterback. He's not going to be phased as much as an underclassman, but for the sake of the show, I'm taking the 9.5 with South Carolina. Don't be shocked if they're live this Saturday in Columbia.
Wow, look at Joe. South Carolina. 9.5 right now, it's at, Joe?
Yep.
9.5. Okay, I like it. I ain't scared with you. I might get in with you on that. Next for me. I'm trying to pick one you're not going to pick because I know when yours come in, I'm going to be on the other side of you. I'm going to Bill. I mentioned this to you before. I think this is a nice under-the-radar spot for North Carolina in Central Florida against the Knights. You're getting almost a tutty, 6.5. I know North Carolina hasn't played great competition the past couple of weeks, Joe, but I think now you've had a little time for Bill to settle in. No one's going to be paying any attention like they were the first week against TCU. Good spot, I think, for the Tar Heels. You mentioned maybe a little bit of a look. Yeah, you're playing Clemson next week. Understand that. UCF's got a lot of stuff going on emotionally off the field. But I'm going to take North Carolina plus the 6.5 on the road in the bounce house for my next one.
All right, I'll go to the big one. Michigan and Nebraska. This is tough. Michigan. I want to take Nebraska so bad. Michigan has dominated the series. I love Matty Rule. But I don't think I could do it. They've won 4 straight in the series by an average margin of victory of 29.5 points per game. I think Nebraska should win, but I don't think something's going to happen. Give me Michigan to win by a touchdown. I think their defense is a little bit better. Memorial Stadium's going to be rocking, but give me the kid, Bryce Underwood, and Michigan laying the 2.5 on the road.
That is the best news I could have ever heard. I thought for sure that this was going to be a checker on a checker. I thought we would be on the same side. Years and years and years of you backing this guy. Past couple years at Nebraska, thinking they're going to break through. Matt Rule, win the Big Ten West. Now they're in the full, win this, win that. And now in a spot where they can actually win, you're going to get off of them, and you're going to take this Michigan on the road here. Michigan, you want to take it?
Yeah.
Not so fast, Joe. Nebraska for me. I will back Matt Rule. I'll get on the train after you leave him to the side. All those slips, rip it up with him. And now finally, this is their moment. They're going to get a big win at home here in Lincoln, and you're not going to be on board. Even more reason for me. I'll go on the other side. Nebraska plus 2.5 for me.
All right, hero.
Outright.
Okay.
But for the sake of the show, Nebraska plus 2.5.
That's not right by you. It's not right by you. All right, Jamie, how about this one? We talked about Texas. I told you how Sam Houston State has the worst third down offense in the nation. 13% conversions on third down. Texas has a great defense, supposedly. 51.5. Texas gets this on their own. Give me the total. Over 51.5. They're going to have multiple opportunities to score. Sam Houston State, they are going to get boat raced. This game is going to look 65-10. Texas, 65-10. Give me the over 50. 51.5? 51.5. No way.
Joe, God bless you. Good luck. I tried the same spiel you just did the last 2 weeks with Texas.
They got the right opponent.
Okay, now they got the right opponent. Okay, if you think that now they got the right opponent, then that's fine. I know one thing. They completely let me down they were supposed to do that to San Jose State, only won by 31. They were supposed to do it to UTEP. They only won by 17. You say this is the right opponent, that's fine. I hope that you get it, but I can't go there again this week. And that's why you'll probably will get it, because I'm backing off because of what they've done to me the last 2 weeks. God bless and good luck, Joe. I hope that you're there. All right. Next one. The smash play over of the week, Joe. The up, and away parachute play. And where is it going to be? It's going to be in Lawrence with Rich Rod, West Virginia, and Kansas. Let it fly, Joe. Tee it high and let it fly. 55.5. Up, and away. Kansas and West Virginia at 6 o'clock on Saturday. Love the over, Joe. Let's go. Lots of points. Kansas can score. They can't stop anybody. Good spot for Rich Rod. Over 55.5.
All right. Okay, hero. Sounds good to me. Typically, I told you, Cal, with this Justin Wilcox, they're punching above their weight. And this kid is good. He's not the second coming of Aaron Rodgers. Okay? Give me the 12.5 with San Diego State. I like San Diego State plus the 12.5. They might crack Cal in the mouth. Cal thinks they're actually good, and I think they can win it outright. Give me the 12.5 with the Aztecs in their house. I'm not sold on this team in Cal. Wilcox typically is a very bad road coach. How bad? Bad. Justin Wilcox, road record. Let me punch it up for AI. Road record. Okay, Justin Wilcox.
Using ChatGPT.
42-50 as of the 24 season. Guys, basically, he's under 500 on the road. I said road record. That might not be right.
ChatGPT does make mistakes, Joe.
Road record is worse. I'll go to my source. I'm taking the points. They are not good on the road. I know. Maybe last year they were, but typically he's not. Last year on the road they were 2-4. 2023 they were 3-4. 2022 0-5. Any more you need to know?
I don't need any more.
2-4, 3-4. Right?
Yeah.
That's 8-13 on the road the last 3 years.
Okay.
Give me the points with San Diego State.
If that's your final pick too. So I bullied you out of the Texas Tech Utah game. I bullied you out of it because I
wanted Baylor too. You bullied me out of that one.
I didn't bully you out of anything. You only got 7 picks. I mean, you got to move something out.
I like the card this week.
All right. Well, here's what I like. Bad spot for Joey McGuire and the Red Raiders going into Rice Eccles for a big noon kickoff. I know it'll be a 10 a.m. local kick when they get out there. Joe, real bad spot. Your boy, Kyle Whittingham. The jaw getting ready. Utah on the comeback this year gets a big home win in front of a national TV audience against Joey McGuire and the Red Raiders. I can't believe you left them to the side of the road here in a big noon kickoff spot. There it is. Yeah, good for you. Utah minus 2.5. Final pick for me in the big game there. So Joe's going Tulane plus the 12.5, Oklahoma Auburn over 47.5, Temple plus 23.5, South Carolina plus 9.5, Michigan minus the 2.5, Texas Sam Houston over 51.5, and San Diego State plus the 12.5. I am going, Joe, Arkansas minus 7.5, USC minus 18.5, UNLV minus 2.5, UNC plus 6.5, Nebraska plus 2.5, over 55.5, Kansas, West Virginia, and Utah minus 2.5 against the Red Raiders and Joey McGuire.
This Jamie Carroll killing me with the logo guy. You want something else? I'll put up the Liberty Bell. You want
now?
Want the
I know that Eddie was asking what stadium would I have gone with if I was actually setting it up, and it would have been Lincoln, Nebraska for Joe and I would have put the Lincoln, Nebraska. I would have put that up. So that's where I would have went.
I think Michigan smashes them.
Michigan
smashes them.
Hey, and we already getting coaches chopped too, Joe. We never brought that up. Coaches getting
Brent Fry is terrible.
Chopped, finished.
All right.
I mean, and you're right, bro. How gutless was that from Virginia Tech last week against Auburn?
They had 1 foot out. They had 1 foot out.
And listen, here's an I said it. We said it. UCLA last Friday night against New Mexico. Oh, man. What a mail-in job by the Bruins at home last Friday night.
Oh,
New Mexico.
Yeah, terrible. He was terrible. He was terrible in his press conference. He was terrible everywhere.
Go back to being an assistant coach. Some guys can't do it, Joe.
There you go.
Guys can't do it. Joe, great job. College football picks for week number 4. Now, tomorrow, we're going to be Donnie and Vecchio before Bills-Dolphins. Smash City for the Bills. Joe's got, I think we're going to run it with Coach tomorrow. And then after that, NFL picks for me and Joe on a Thursday night during the Bill-Dolphin game. We will do that. All right, Joe? And look, Eddie wanted the mortadella specials. Are you saving those for the NFL this week? Yeah. NFL's going to have the mortadella?
I mean, my mortadella would be, I really like the over in Auburn and Texas. I like both of those totals. And I mean, I like San Diego State. The numbers with this Cal, I mean, are terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to step up and take a shot. The problem is it's a late night. I hate the late night mortadellas. You know, it's tough.
Fall asleep during them.
Yeah, not only that. I mean, I got to wake up for pro football today.
Yeah, I'm taking somebody. I'm getting pulled over here. I'm getting pushed over there. I'm getting him. You're getting thrown all over the place. I understand.
Yeah, I like Baylor though too. That didn't make the card. Baylor could be a mortadella. I'll put them out. How about this tomorrow night or Friday night?
Okay.
I'll throw out some mortadellas.
There you go, Joe. Joe, great job. I'll see you a couple times tomorrow. Thanks for everybody. Big crowd tonight, especially on X. Huge crowd, Joe, for us, which we always like to see with the college. I have to do Wednesday night all the time, Joe, for the college pick.
There you go. I love the fact that I bring in everybody.
You do. There's no doubt about that. Encyclopedia of college football.
Great.
Come here people come to see you. They want the breakdowns. They want the numbers. They want all those things.
Come on, we got it. We got the pro too. Him.
Great job. Thanks everybody for hanging.
Yep.
We're out of here. Carver,
love this guy.
See you tomorrow for the NFL.
All right.
Love you too, Joe.